Today, hihimayin natin yung maling akala na rest is unproductive, na tamad ka kapag nagpahinga ka, or saka ka na lang magpahinga kapag nakuha mo na yung lahat ng pangarap mo, kapag mayaman ka na, kapag ganito, kapag ganyan, right? That's why maraming masisipag na Pinoy ang nababurn out. So, yan ang topic natin today. Stay tuned. Welcome to Realizations with Clarissa, where productivity meets well-being. I'm Clarissa Dunan, and as a mother, wife, entrepreneur, and leader, I know how overwhelming it can be to build success while also staying healthy, fulfilled, and present for your loved ones. That's why I created this podcast, to share my realizations and one core truth: that well-being is the foundation of success, happiness, strong relationships, and impact. Here we'll talk about mindset, habits, and simple shifts that bring more energy, calmness, and joy into your life and work. Enjoy the show. Sobrang proud ako sa pagiging Pinoy, lalo na dahil sobrang sipag natin. Nandito ako sa UK nakatira, ang daming masisipag na Pinoy. Nung tumira ako sa Australia, and of course for several years nasa Pilipinas ako, kahit saan ka talaga pumunta, makikita mo kung gaano kasipag ang Pinoy. Tama? Although, meron din tong side effect. Sa sobrang sipag natin, grabe yung overwork din natin na napapabayaan na yung health and well-being natin. Minsan napapabayaan na yung important relationships. Kaya sabi ko, kailangan mapag-usapan to. Lalo na a few weeks ago, nagkaroon ako ng workshop na paano ba magka-oras para sa gusto ko. And sa dinami-dami ng workshop ko, yun talaga yung grabe yung naging impact sa attendees. Ang dami nag-message sa akin na ang dami kong na-realize, ang dami kong natutunan. And that's also the reason why I thought of this episode. And also, ginawa kong workbook yung pinag-usapan dun sa workshop na yon. So, pwede nyong ma-download yung workbook, nasa baba yung link. But anyway, habi ko, o nga no, ang dami dun sa nag-attend na puro masisipag na entrepreneur, karamihan mga um, part-time business owners, na yun nga, grabe yung hustle, may full-time job, may family, may business. Napapabayaan na yung sarili, right? And I'm not really judging them. I'm not judging you kung ikaw nag-overwork ka, napapabayaan mo sarili mo. Kasi ako, for several years, yun yung main challenge ko. Actually, nagkaroon ako ng insomnia for several years. Hirap na hirap talaga akong makatulog. And I didn't have time to look after my physical health. Yan. And pababa ng pababa yung health and well-being ko. Sabi ko, grabe, kailangan talaga mapag-usapan to kasi otherwise, grabe yung complications kapag napabayaan natin yung sarili natin because of overworking. Right? And isa din sa mistakes kasi, okay, na pwedeng naipasa lang kasi sa atin ng environment natin, ng culture natin, ng history ng Pilipinas, right, is that kailangan nating magtrabaho ng magtrabaho ng magtrabaho. Kasi otherwise, we won't be successful. Otherwise, we're not responsible. 'Di ba? So, ang naging epekto nun is, kapag nagpahinga ka, kapag tumigil ka magtrabaho, sayang yung oras. Wasted time, tamad ka, right? So, ano nangyayari? Nakakahiya na magpahinga. Kumbaga, nagiging badge of honor na natin na kapag sobrang sipag mo na hindi ka na natutulog ng maayos, grabe yung sinasakripisyo mo sa ngalan ng pangarap, sa ngalan ng sipag, it's a badge of honor. And it's time to change that. Why? Kasi sobrang daming consequences ng mistake na yan. Una sa lahat, of course, you are neglecting self-care. Kulang ng tulog, and yun pa lang, ang dami nang nangyayaring uh, changes sa katawan natin, pati metabolism natin, di ba? Mental health natin, and yung energy natin. For the following day, kapag kulang ang tulog natin, hirap din tayo mag-concentrate. Hindi rin tayo ganun ka-productive kasi syempre, kumbaga ang utak natin, lutang. Right? And kapag grabe magtrabaho, nakakalimutan ng kumain. O, syempre, nag-hypoglycemia na, hindi ka na lalo makakonsentrate dahil yung brain cells mo kulang na ng sugar, tapos nagkakaroon na ng mga ulcer. Right? So, kumbaga, maraming ini-ignore na physical and mental health needs sa ngalan ng pagtrabaho. Right? Hindi nag-break, hindi nagbabakasyon, or kung magbakasyon man or mag-break, nagigilty. So, pangit din yung pakiramdam. Mag-break o hindi, guilty. At dahil dyan, sa ganyang mga mistake na lalong pinupuno yung schedule. Ang haba-haba ng to-do list, back-to-back ang mga meetings. Alright? So, grabe yung pressure to keep working. So, ano ang epekto din kapag sobrang daming laman ng schedule mo na kumbaga walang breathing room, grabe ang taas din ng stress and anxiety. Dahil sa sobrang daming nilalagay dyan sa schedule, syempre hindi naman lahat yan kasya sa 24 hours mo, hindi din naman lahat yan kaya ng energy mo. So, lalo nakaka-pressure shocks, ang dami kong mga backlogs. Okay? So, ang suma total niyan, fatigue. Mental, emotional, physical fatigue. At dahil sobra na yung fatigue, poor quality na din yung work. Hindi na din ganun ka-creative ang brain cells mo kasi nga lutang na, right? Mahina na yung focus. Kasi syempre walang time magpahinga ng utak. Affected na din yung decision making. So, kumbaga, hindi rin talaga productive. Yung kagustuhan natin na magsipag at ang dami nating gustong matapos, hindi rin nagkakatotoo kasi hindi na productive yung brain natin. And also kapag yan, sobrang sipag natin, laging nasa trabaho, walang mga breaks, nagkakaroon din ng strained relationships. Kasi yan, pwedeng, ah, yan, laging overtime, hindi na nakakasama yung mahal sa buhay, o kaya, kasama mo man mahal mo sa buhay, pero grabe, busy-busy pa din yung utak mo kakaisip ng endless to-do list. So, you can't really be fully present for your loved ones. Right? At kapag tumagal pa yan ng tumagal na ganyan, ano ang resulta? Burnout. At ang burnout, grabe yan. Buong pagkatao mo apektado niyan. Na-experience ko yan before na hindi lang physical and mental na and emotional na didrin, kundi pati spiritual, pati kumbaga yung existence mo, pati yung kumbaga kinu-question mo na yung purpose mo sa mundong to. May meaning ba yung mundo o yung buhay, right? So, yun ang epekto. You will feel depleted in all areas of your life kapag dumating ka sa burnout, and you will feel resentful. Resentful kasi frustrated ka kasi hindi ka nga masaya. Hindi mo, kumbaga, paano ka magiging masaya kung you don't have time to do the things you enjoy. You don't have time with your loved ones, or yung utak mo non-stop. Diba? Yung katawan mo pagod. Right? So anong epekto kapag na-burnout na? Yan na. At nakita ko to ng ilang beses sa maraming Pinoy na nakasalamuha ko, at nakita ko din to sa sarili kong buhay na kapag na-burnout na, nawawala na din ng motivation, nawawala din ng enthusiasm sa trabaho o sa business. So yung sobrang grabing sinipagan natin, nawawalan din tayo ng gana. At syempre ayaw natin na dumating sa puntong yan, lalo na syempre kung ang kabuhayan natin nakasalalay doon sa ating trabaho, sa ating business. And like I said, I've been there too, na actually yun ang naging turning point ko, na nung ma-experience ko na yung burnout na yon, and also leading to depression and anxiety kasi wala na talagang saysay. Sabi ko, grabe, kailangan matutunan ko paano makaalpas dito. And now that I've learned how to, you know, reverse that, yan yung gusto kong ituro sa maraming Pilipino, that there's a better way, that you can actually achieve your dreams, and even yung biggest vision mo, you can achieve that without burning out. Okay, so yan ang dahilan kung bakit inumpisahan ko itong podcast na to. And yun nga, ang isa kong goal ay talagang makalkal natin yung mga misconception. Ma-uncover natin yung mga maling akala. Kasi doon nag-uumpisa yung, kumbaga, unproductive habits, right? With what we think, with what we believe in. And tayo, for many years, yan talaga ang nakita kong common na belief na ipasa sa atin na na the harder we work, the more successful we will be. So ibig sabihin na ilagay sa utak natin na magiging successful ka lang kapag sobrang sipag mo. In short, kapag trabaho ka ng trabaho ng trabaho ng trabaho. And syempre may truth din dyan. Pero kumbaga, hindi yan yung kompletong picture. Kaya nga hinihimay natin. Ano? And yun nga, another misconception is marami ka namang oras na magpahinga at i-enjoy ang buhay kapag successful ka na. Another misconception is kapag ako nagpahinga, pag nag-break time ako, pag nagbakasyon ako, I'll be falling behind. And another misconception na sobrang nakaka-relate talaga ako dito is what? Kailangang mag-achieve ako ng mag-achieve ng mag-achieve. Kailangan kong patunayan ng patunayan ang sarili ko. Kasi kung hindi, right, it's true that I'm not good enough. Diba? Kaya yung pala yung punot dulo ng pag-overwork, pag-overachieve, pagiging restless, hindi mapakali, kailangan ano, di ba? Hataw ng hataw ng hataw kasi kumbaga parang meron pala kasing underlying void na kailangang punan ng mga achievements. Okay? But then the reality is, rest is important because rest fuels productivity. And of course, rest is important for your overall health. Okay? So, importante yung rest kasi it allows you to go back to work para sa kabuhayan mo, para sa mission mo, para sa passion mo, 'di ba? Na ikaw refreshed ka. So pag refreshed ka, mas maganda yung focus mo, yung creativity mo, mas maganda yung mga naiisip mong ideas, mas maganda ka mag-decide kasi syempre refreshed ka. And like I said, it's important for your health. Pag healthy ka, then kumbaga nagiging sustainable yung success and impact mo. Hindi yung tipong, oh, ang bilis mo ngang yumaman, ang bilis mo nga maging successful kasi di ka na natutulog, ang dami mong na-accomplish, pero nag-suffer naman yung physical and mental health mo. Wala din. For me, mas importante ang longevity and sustainability kaysa sa speed. Right? Kasi pag ikaw healthy ka ng mahabang panahon, mas marami kang magagawa, mas marami kang matutulungan, mas matagal yung impact mo. Right? So, kumbaga yung success mo pang matagalan din. Okay? And kapag ikaw well-rested ka, may panahon ka with your family, right? So that fosters stronger relationships. And you can also show up better as a family member, as a leader, at napapakita mo din sa team mo that rest is important. O yun din syempre ang kumbaga kasi sabi natin, people listen more to what you do compared to what you say. Di ba? So pag nakikita nila na ikaw, inaalagaan mo yung sarili mo, inaalagaan mo yung relationships mo, yun yung mas tumatatak sa kanila. You're a stronger leader because of that. Okay? So, simula ngayon mga kapatid, mga kababayan, let's do it the right way. Ano, that rest is not a luxury. Rest is not an option. It's a necessity. That's why kailangan natin na schedule talaga ang rest. Nakalagay sa planner o yan. Sa planner ko, nakalagay yan. Kailan ako yung magbe-break, kailan ako tatapos na yung trabaho. Sa umaga, meron ding nakaschedule na for exercise, etc. So, kailangan ini-schedule mo yan. Hindi yung tipong puro trabaho, puro meeting lang yung nakalagay sa schedule mo. What doesn't get scheduled doesn't get done. At kapag di mo yan nilagay sa schedule mo, kung ano-ano ang papasok dyan na kumbaga na punong-punong-punong-puno na, tapos walang natira para sa'yo, na-drain ka. Oh, di ba? Sabi nga natin yan, you can't pour from an empty cup. Okay, so schedule rest as a priority. Treat it as like an important meeting, an appointment with yourself. Kasi you need to look after yourself. Kasi ikaw yung pinaka-importanting asset para sa kabuhayan mo. Oh, whether nasa business ka o leader ka or you have a job, you are the most important asset. Sa'yo nakasalala yung kabuhayan mo, yung pagsuporta mo sa family mo. So look after yourself. No one else will look after your health and well-being kundi ikaw. Alright, so take breaks throughout the day. Schedule mo yan. Kung ayaw mong ilagay sa planner mo, maglagay kang alarm sa phone mo. O kung ayaw mong, kung naiingayan ka sa alarm, pwede din naman na may mga, di ba, meron tayong mga nagva-vibrate lang sa watch natin. For example, ako nakalagay yan sa watch ko, magva-vibrate yan para kumbaga magkaroon ako ng short breaks, tumayo, maglakad-lakad. Okay? And then make sure that you set clear life and work boundaries. Oh, meron ka talagang nakaset dyan na pagdating ng ganitong oras, hindi na ako niyan mag-work, hindi na ako mag-open ng emails o messages. Oh, in my case, nagdi-digital detox ako kapag Sunday. So, hindi ako niya nag-check ng mga messages. I don't have meetings kapag gabi. Monday to Sunday, I don't have any meeting set kapag Sunday. Because that's my full day of rest and for, of course, for time with God and my family. And yun nga, rest and renewal para sa akin. So, syempre, iba-iba tayo, pero ikaw kailangan meron ka niyan. Clear life and work boundaries. Kasi kung hindi, nako, sa sobrang sipag nating mga Pinoy, baka puro work, 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 work yan. Okay, so be a strategic worker, strategic entrepreneur, strategic leader that you manage your energy, not just your time. Kasi mas importante is you manage your energy kasi yung energy mo, ikaw yan eh. 'Di ba? Yung energy mo to be a mother, a wife, your energy mo to be the leader, to be a business owner. Diyan nakasalalay yung productivity mo and your happiness and your well-being. Diyan nakasalalay how you protect your energy. And syempre yan, nandyan, how you protect your energy, kasama na yan, yung mga, di ba, yung mga breaks mo, kung paano mo pinupuno yung schedule mo, yung mga boundaries mo, what you allow into your schedule, right? So I really, really encourage you mga kapatid na ano, talagang meron kang clear, so kumbaga distribution para sa work mo, para sa rest mo, para sa self-care mo. Sabi nga ni Stephen Covey sa librong Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, diba, kailangan binabalanse mo yung production meaning yung kabuhayan, yung mga ginagawa mo para sa kabuhayan mo, and your production capability. And kasama dyan sa production capability is yung self-care mo, and how you look after your mind, how you learn, and spending time with people you love. Kasi pag nagkulang ka doon sa area na yon, walang matitira sa iyo and you won't have that energy, that enthusiasm, that power to produce. Tama? You are a whole human being. Kaya kailangan yung iba't ibang areas ng pagiging human being mo, kailangan ikaw, pinupunan mo yan. That's your job. Alright? So, sabi nga ni Stephen Covey, put first things first. Oh, put first things first. And ikaw, sabi ko nga, you are the most important part of your productivity, of your, kumbaga, kabuhayan. So, are you putting yourself first? Okay, so mga kapatid yan na, make self-care a part of your daily routine. Hindi lang kung kailan may oras. Non-negotiable dapat yan. Right? So, yun nga ako, natutunan ko na yan. Na sobrang habi ko, grabe, ibang-iba ang buhay kapag talaga pinaprioritize natin yung ating health and well-being. So sabi ko nga, rest is already incorporated in my schedule. Nandyan yung breaks, nandyan yung sleep. May oras talaga ako niyan. By 10 o'clock, getting ready for bed. 10:30 to 7, sleep opportunity. 7 o'clock, exercise, meditation, prayer, nakaschedule lahat. Walking, 9:15 after hatid ang anak ko sa school. 'Di ba? Nandyan din that I take time to clear my mind. Kasi kung hindi, grabe, grabe magtumakbo yung utak. Oh, concentration, napapagod yung utak. So, pati yan, ini-schedule ko din, right? Clearing my mind. Like I said, digital detox. Okay, so, kung ano man yan, right? Schedule mo yan kung ano yung mga nakita mong, ito kapag ginagawa ko to, I feel better. I have more energy. So start with that. Start with what's already working for you. Or maybe dati napansin mo, ito nung ginagawa ko to, okay, mas marami akong na-accomplish tapos hindi ako drained. Isulat mo yan. That's your self-care blueprint. Start with what's already working or what already worked for you. That's easier and that's better than mag-umpisa ka sa something na never mo pang nagawa before. Alright, so palitan na natin yung old belief natin that rest is bad, rest is unproductive. Okay, rest is optional. No, rest is not optional because rest is a productivity tool. 'Di ba? When we rest, anong nangyayari? We perform better in life and in business. At yan yung gusto natin, 'di ba? So you have a choice. Will you keep pushing through exhaustion? Or will you embrace rest as a game changer sa trabaho mo at sa personal life mo? And I hope it's the second choice that you will take. At kung gusto mong mas malinaw at mas mabilis ang iyong pag-transition from a very busy life to a more intentional life, book your free consultation para pag-usapan natin ano ba yung mga habits, ano ba yung mga beliefs na meron ka na usually yan yung mga subconscious, yan yung mga blind spot, yan yung mga hindi mo nakikitang mga beliefs that cause you to keep doing. Diba? At kung gusto mo maging mas malinaw sa'yo, ano ba talaga yung priorities mo? At kung paano mo yan malalagyan ng mas maraming oras at energy, book your free consultation at pag-usapan natin how coaching can help you. If you enjoy the episode, share it with someone who might need it. And subscribe or leave a review. It will really help spread the message. And if you're ready to have more time and energy for what truly matters to you, grab a free copy of the Teach Business Workbook. The link is below. It will guide you through 3 simple steps so you can create more space in your life and work. Until next time, remember, your well-being comes first.